You are so focused on mental toughness, you will miss the indicators of misalignment, right? Misalignment basically means like if this is your target right here and this is you, and if you're aimed at 45 degrees to the right, you'll never hit the target. If you are aimed 1 degree to the right, if you are 1 degree off target, you'll still never hit the target. And it doesn't matter how hard you work. It doesn't matter how hard you push, how hard you grind. If you're out of a target, you're just gonna end up in the wrong place faster. Hi, I'm Jason Drees. Welcome to the Do the Impossible podcast. Go to MondayMindsetReset.com to join the movement. We are building a movement that changes the world, and it starts every Monday at 10 a.m. Central for a free, complimentary 20-minute mindset alignment with me. Go to MondayMindsetReset.com to get a copy of the calendar invite. Join it. Be there every week. It'll change your life. Now, we talk a lot about mental toughness. A lot of people talk about mental toughness, right? This mental toughness is necessary. We are conditioned as Westerners, as Americans, as pretty much everybody now, to work hard. So work hard is one of the components to success. But the thing is, working hard does not guarantee success. It doesn't. You can work hard for years and still not hit the target. So what is the difference? Like we got working hard. How do you create success? Hard work doesn't create success. Getting in alignment with success creates success, right? Alignment with success creates success. Hard work simply increases your chances of getting into alignment with success. So a lot of times we'll see certain influencers, certain people write books, especially the military, people with military backgrounds, very strong. They're really mentally tough, right? Mentally tough. And I love that mental toughness. And I built mental toughness myself. But mental toughness is not enough. Mental toughness will only get you so far. Because what is mental toughness? Mental toughness is basically a decision to not stop, right? Mental toughness means I can take it, I'm gonna keep going no matter what, I'm not going to quit, right? So mental toughness is simply declaring that you're not going to quit and you're gonna keep going. But here's a question for you. If you decide to not quit, does that guarantee your success? Now, it may guarantee success at some point in the future, 5, 10, 20, 30 years from now. But it doesn't guarantee success. It just guarantees that you're not going to stop moving. What we really need to look into, and I would start with mental toughness, right? The key to me working with any client is you have to be in the game, right? You have to be willing to play the game. And that's where mental toughness comes in. It's the decision that I'm going to play the game. It's the decision that I'm going to get on the court, I'm going to play the game, I'm going to give it all I've got, I'm going to go for the win, regardless of the consequences of being in the game. I could get an elbow, I can get tripped, I can hurt my knee. So step one is getting in the game. It absolutely is. And that's where mental toughness comes in. The second thing is that you got to be aware of is just because you decide to not stop doesn't mean you're pointed in the right direction. And mental toughness can actually make it more difficult for you to get into alignment because when you're in mental toughness, you can be avoiding signs of misalignment. What does that mean, signs of misalignment? Well, think about it this way. When you get in your car to go to an address, you put in a starting destination and you put an ending destination. You're literally typing the address of what you're driving to in the GPS, and that will take you there. And if you get off track, it auto-corrects you to, oh, you missed a turn, you're gonna have to back up, make a U-turn, because the GPS system is pointed and locked in on that target. Now, for you to create your target and grow most likely your business or your career, especially during this time right now where the economy is doing some crazy things, it requires that mental toughness. Okay, I am gonna get in the game, I'm gonna drive the car, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna keep going. But we got to make sure we're aimed at the right target, because if you're just driving around, if you put the city as the destination, you'll get in the vicinity of the target, but you'll never find the target. And if you are so focused on mental toughness, you will miss the indicators of misalignment, right? Misalignment basically means like if this is your target right here and this is you, and if you're aimed at 45 degrees to the right, you'll never hit the target. If you are aimed 1 degree to the right, if you are 1 degree off target, you'll still never hit the target. And it doesn't matter how hard you work. It doesn't matter how hard you push, how hard you grind. If you're out of a target, you're just going to end up in the wrong place faster. So we have to be cautious with mental toughness because the indicators of misalignment is lack of confidence. So if you are lacking certainty, you are feeling doubt when you're focused on the target, you are out of alignment. You also, another sign of misalignment is negative emotion. If you're feeling negative emotions while you're working on your target and you're having to use mental toughness to create artificial confidence and artificial positive emotions, you're not aimed at the right target. Mental toughness can often leave you grinding in the wrong direction. So let's expand a little bit. Like mental toughness is like, mental toughness isn't really what we need. What we really need is a commitment to walk the journey. So maybe what we should do is swap out mental toughness for a commitment to follow the path and walk the journey until I hit the target. Step 2 is really awareness, right? So number 1, I'm in the game. I'm playing the game. I'm going to take action. I'm not going to stop. Number 2, I'm going to become aware. How am I feeling? Where am I feeling flow? Where is stuff moving easily? Where am I feeling resistance? Where am I finding that things just aren't moving? There's no ideas, there's no clients, there's no leads. And when you do, it's like pushing uphill. That is resistance. That is misalignment. Now, the action you're taking and the target you're aimed at may not change. Misalignment can occur by not being aimed at the right target. Misalignment can also occur in how you're operating yourself along the way, because alignment can occur in like multiple different places. So there's a 5-step framework, right? Misalignment can occur with the success, right? So number 1 is alignment with success. Are you aligned with the target, right? Number 2, alignment with time. How are you operating within time? Time is a fixed constant. Are you maximizing it? Are you wasting it? Number 3, money. Are you aligned with money? Are you aligned with a financial mindset? Are you aligned with flexing and adapting as your revenue and cash flow streams fluctuate? Because for entrepreneurs, that happens. There's a fluctuation. And when cash flow goes down, do you shut down or do you get resourceful? Like really what happens then? And step 4 is alignment with yourself. Are you an asset in this process, or are you a liability, right? Are you a process? Are you a liability? And number 5 is, are you aligned with the process of life itself? Because how you operate yourself is a process too. So misalignment can happen in a number of different ways. And that's why having a coach is such an important thing, because as you start working, and maybe today you're out of misalignment, you get into alignment, you start taking action, you grow, that growth is going to create more misalignment. So the journey of the entrepreneur is the never-ending process of alignment, growth, misalignment, alignment, growth, misalignment over and over and over again. And if you're not aware of it being out of alignment, you can waste months or years pointed in the wrong direction, wasting your life, wasting your time, because you're sacrificing your family, your life. I know entrepreneurs have a tough challenge. There's a lot of sacrifice. And there are times when your business and life requires that level of work that is sacrifice. But we got to be cautious. We don't sacrifice for years and years in the wrong direction. Get yourself a coach. It'll shorten the gap from A to B. Absolutely. So number 1 is like mental toughness, right? It's really, we're swapping that out to number 1, I will not stop. Will not stop. Number 2 is awareness. How am I feeling? Am I feeling flow? Am I feeling misalignment? What am I feeling along the way? Right? And then number 4 is like, notice your awareness. So we got number 1, mental toughness. I'm not going to stop. Number 2, I'm aware. Number 3, get into alignment. I'm not going to stop. Number 1. Yes, I'm repeating this, but I'm trying to make it easy to remember. Number 1, I'm not going to stop. Number 2, awareness. Am I in or out of alignment? Step 3, get into alignment. So what this looks like is you get in your car, you start driving, and you're such a hurry, you jumped in the car and started driving before you even put a navigation address in there. Stop the car, type the address in, get into alignment and go. Alignment can happen in a moment. Alignment can happen in a second. Alignment happens fast and easy when you know how to do it. If you want to learn how to get into alignment, join my Mindset Academy, do my Quick Start course, read my book, Do the Impossible. You can buy it on Amazon. You can also do the Audible. We've got to get the foundation of alignment in first because I'm teaching you how to start operating your life in a new way. And if money's tight right now and you want to invest in coaching or you want to invest in one of my programs, find the money. Like literally, you can't find a couple $100 a month. That's Mindset Academy right there. There's content there that'll change your life. Coaching contract, $5,000. You tell me you can't find $5,000? Really? Like you got to dig deep, right? You are capable of so much more than this. There's money everywhere. The only thing stopping you from this success is your lack of commitment to the decision and your lack of ability to get into alignment with it. If you want to move even faster, hire me, right? You can hire me. You can hire me as your coach. Work with me and you'll move even faster because I've mastered this process of getting people into alignment. So if you were getting into alignment and you started hitting targets faster, what would that be like? Like, what if the target you're aiming at this year you could hit in 6 months? And what if your 5-year target you can hit in 18 months? What if the only difference between making a 5-year target happen in 5 years and 18 months is you and alignment? And what if you could actually hit the 5-year target in 18 months working 30 hours a week? And you may say, I don't know how to do that. That would be nice, but I live in reality. Well, let's put it this way. The version of you right now, who you are, doesn't know how to do that. And the biggest thing that's going to be the biggest waste of your time is when you're trying to solve your future big targets from the present version of you. Because the only way you're going to hit that big target is to evolve into the version of you that has that. How do you evolve the version of you? Hire a coach. How do you evolve the version of you? Hire a mentor. How do you evolve the version of you? Get a mastermind, a peer group, take some additional action. It's very easy to get frozen and sit and wait when things aren't working. And times when the economy's tough or interest rates are down or mortgages are high or it's hard to get this and blah, blah, blah. It's very easy to get stuck where you're sitting and waiting. We've got to get movement. And if you make that decision to never stop, movement will carry you through. Does that make sense? How resourceful, how flexible, how adaptable can you be? If you want to bring the best of you out of yourself, get the resources to help you do that. Get the resources. There's a reason why those closest to me double and triple their incomes in a year because I remove the resistance that's occurring. If you're ready to play at that level, if you want to double or triple your income this year, reach out to my team and say, I want to coach with Jason. We'll go faster. But are you ready? Are you ready for it? You can do so much more than you think you can. But we've got to get going. We've got to get out of reaction. So let's just understand from today's episode that mental toughness is not the answer. Mental toughness is the first step of the process. And we want to actually put aside mental toughness and trade that for a commitment to, number one, I'm not going to stop. Number two, I'm going to be aware of my thoughts and feelings along the way and not some mindless drone that just pushes forward every day. Because we want to look for shortcuts. We want to look for accelerators. So number one, decision to not stop. Number two, awareness. Number three, get into alignment. If you follow that process, your life, your business, your career, your income will explode. Absolutely. Because the only thing preventing all of this from happening right now is you. So are you ready to evolve? If you're ready, go to freeintrosession.com. freeintrosession.com right now. Go to your phone right after this, sign up, book your intro session. My team will align you with an impossible goal and give you the steps to get started in coaching because that's how you accelerate. You're already listening to my podcast. Go do something. And if you don't have the money, go frickin' find it. You can go find $5,000. Come on, it's not that hard. You're capable of more than this. So start playing at the level you're supposed to lay at. You're supposed to make more. You're supposed to earn more. You're supposed to have free time. But you got to shake off all the old conditioning that's limiting you. Go do that now. This is the Do the Impossible podcast. I'm Jason Drees with Jason Drees Coaching. Until our next episode, when we continue this dive and this evolution into the greatness of you. Have an amazing day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.